Libra, I'll now be having a look at the basis of this connection, the foundations of this connection with this person, the strengths and also the areas where you may face challenges. So let's have a look and see what's coming up here, Libra, between you and this person. Okay, remembrance. The number 2 here, some of you, the past is going to come back into this picture somehow, or it's opening up wounds or opening up something, opening up a door to the past somehow. Either this person will, or they are actually someone from your past. Remembrance is all about honoring something, maybe even to do with lessons. Okay, it might be a lesson that you had learned already, or it's almost like the universe is testing you with this person if you have in fact learned the lesson that you should have learned a while ago. So I don't know if that's honoring those sorts of karmic lessons, but I do want to say, when we remember something, it's within us. Okay, I think of deja vu. I think of a spiritual connection that has already existed prior to this. So for some of you, if this person isn't from your past, it could very well point to a past life connection. If you believe in those sorts of things, Libra, this could be the type of connection you're honoring, you're remembering that kind of connection. So this is quite sacred. And I couldn't really put my finger on the type of connection this was as I was doing the general reading, because I thought there's a lot for you to discover here, and I think there's a lot of revelations. You know, it's like deja vu with this relationship somehow. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that theme has sort of come up here for you. You know, that bridge, that journey is empty. It's for you to travel and remember and awaken to. This is very powerful, Libra. Probably the most powerful one I've done for this segment, actually, for all the signs. Let's have a look at the strengths of the connection, though. See what comes up. Okay, you've got the marriage card, 8 of Cups, and the Fool. Definitely, I mean, you'll be yourself with this person, and they'll be themselves with you, okay? The Fool is sometimes, the Fool is a vulnerable character here, so I think this is a good thing because it'll expose your true selves to each other. But I feel like with the 4 of Wands, this is a strong union between the both of you. You'll really celebrate each other's company and celebrate each other's love. I feel with the 8 of Cups, this person is here for some soul searching, Libra. Okay, they're definitely being placed in your path by a higher power because they're part of your journey of self-discovery. Definitely opening up a lot of doors. It's concurrent with that theme, Libra. But the 8 of Cups can also be independence and need for space and need to do one's own thing. So I feel like there's a healthy respect here, okay? And it can be symbolic of boundaries. So your ability to establish boundaries with one another and, you know, have those healthy boundaries in a relationship. I think that your ability to do that and their ability to do likewise can really generate strength in this connection. It could lead to marriage and exclusivity, long-term unions with the 4 of Wands, absolutely. The Fool can also indicate new beginnings, relocations, taking risks. So I feel like maybe this is a good thing. I think you'll push each other out of your comfort zone, push each other from what you're used to, because the Fool is going on this exciting new adventure, and he submits and surrenders. And if it's coming up in a context of strength, then it's your ability to be open. Be open to what this person is offering you. Be receptive to the emotions that you're feeling. This is all very beautifully coming forward here. But trying new things together, following adventure. You've got the Moon and the Sun. This is divine feminine and divine masculine together, Libra. If this isn't saying something, I don't know what is. This is a very strong connection, a very strong energetic link and bond between the both of you. But like I said, the Fool can be vulnerability. So I feel like you'll know each other's vulnerabilities and you'll help each other through it. Okay, that unionship with the 4 of Wands. Let's shift over to areas where you may face challenge though. Okay, there could be some immaturity. The children are developmental, and if they're read in a context of challenge, then they could indicate definitely lots of lessons tied into this relationship, but immaturity or inexperience when it comes to relationships. So maybe both of you, maybe one of you is coming in with inexperience, immaturity. The children want instant gratification, and the children can only be thinking about themselves. So I wonder if this is even selfishness coming into the relationship, because children in the early stages of their life, you know, it's about self-soothing and the self, and I need, you know, in the developmental phase, I need the mother for the soothing, the bondship, you know. So there's something about that I think that's coming up. King of Cups, emotional sensitivity. Wow, okay, an emotional roller coaster here. King of Cups is a strong love or attachment, but it could lead someone, or perhaps both of you, to become quite obsessive towards each other as well. With the King of Cups here, emotionally demanding or emotionally manipulative is actually what comes to mind here. And the Knight of Wands is not a figure of being quite settled actually at all. He often doesn't know whether he's coming and going. He gets excited by different things, but he's also impulsive, right, in a context of challenge and difficulty. So I don't know if this is impulsiveness. You need to work on the pacing, because children are impulsive. They're often very impatient. If you have children or you've been around children, you probably know that by now. But I think there's an impatience here. So patience is going to have to be something you work through. Sometimes, I don't know if this is having to make sacrifices or submitting to the other to gain gratification for the other. I think compromise would be a big thing here for you. But I often see the Knight of Wands as a little bit unsettled, often indicating someone who likes to be on the move or likes to keep things interesting, may not necessarily like routine or conventionalism. So you might have someone that might not be sort of conforming to a traditional relationship here, Libra. Of course, you have to see if that's compatible with what you're wanting and what's best for you. But this is the energy this person could be displaying, or the behavior, I should say, vice versa. It could be you, Libra, that's displaying this behavior. But I feel with yes, vulnerability comes up. I feel like they will demand a lot of your time and attention, and especially affection. The children yearn for bonding, and this is what I think this person is really wanting. And I think on some level we all want it, okay? To some degree we all want it. I mean, some of us are in a more secure, depending on our early childhood years and relationships, some of us are more secure, others are more avoidant. So I don't know if this is what's playing up here, and that could be somewhat challenging to the connection. That vulnerability, that inexperience, that need for attention or affection could be coming up here, and that's why so much of that emotion is demanded here, and that's why the King of Cups is coming up. But moodiness, okay, this is elevated moods. Highs are high, lows are low. I think a lot of you will experience this to at least some degree with this person. But that's coming up, or vice versa. They could experience that being with you, being in your company and being your partner. But emotions are something you're going to have to work on, expressing those emotions. Again, subtlety. The King of Cups, he's the king of the water, but he sits on a slab stone throne. Isn't that ironic? And he displays no emotion in the cards here. So very interesting indeed, Libra. It'll be interesting to see how this pans out, Libra. Hope this has been enjoyable. Please take care, look after yourselves and one another.